Coming up, close to 100 visitors now enjoying the Bahamas following an emergency landing here. And the government hoping to expand its closed-circuit television surveillance to the tune of over $10 million. So don't go anywhere. The Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition, starts now.
Now in HD. ZNS Network presents The Bahamas Tonight. This portion of the news brought to you by BTC Everyday.
Good evening, everyone. I'm LaDawn Davis. Thanks so much for tuning in. Topping the news tonight, a traffic fatality in Eleuthera has marred the busy Easter holiday weekend there. Officers from the Traffic Division in New Providence flew to the island today to assist with an investigation. The officer in charge of the island, Superintendent Christopher Wright, telling ZNS News that one man is dead as a result of the collision involving a vehicle and a motorcyclist. The accident was reported about 2:50 this morning.
We received reports that a traffic accident has occurred on Queens Highway in the area of Guaguita by Glass Window Bridge. Officers responded to that area, and when they arrived, they discovered that a Ford Expedition vehicle that was traveling north had collided with a trail motorcycle that was traveling south. The cyclist received serious injuries, and he was put on stairs at the scene by the local doctors here.
Now, the Minister of Transport and Aviation, the Honorable Glenys Hanna Martin, has noted with regret that a life was lost in a traffic accident in Eleuthera. She brands the incident as a tragedy and is calling on all road users to be extremely careful while driving and walking on the streets. Superintendent Wright is also advising motorists to be cautious on the streets of Eleuthera this holiday weekend, as a number of festivities are taking place on the island.
I want to say to the motoring public, that this is the Easter holidays, and the streets of Eleuthera were very, very busy last night because we have 3 homecomings that's going on at the same time. We have one in Roxanne, we have a homecoming in James District, and we have a homecoming in Lower Eleuthera. So I'm just asking persons to be very cautious as they drive these busy streets to avoid these serious accidents.
Those 97 passengers on board JetBlue's Flight 29, which was forced to make an emergency landing at the Lynden Pindling International Airport yesterday, are still counting their blessings today as they begin their vacation right here in the Bahamas. The JetBlue aircraft, which was heading in from Washington National Airport to Nassau, encountered a landing gear malfunction just prior to arrival. A statement from JetBlue noted that the aircraft landed with the use of its rear gear and with the plane's nose partially extended. There were no injuries. A few hours following the ordeal, we spoke to some passengers who said while they were in shock over the incident, they are all lucky to be alive to tell the story.
We circled around the island for about 25 minutes, maybe a half hour, before they told us that there was an emergency situation. And they told us the nose landing gear was not coming down, so they were going to circle and release fuel, and they'd be back in touch when they knew what was going on. So
I got like really scared and started hysterically crying, but my friend didn't. He was like one of the helpers, but it was okay. There was like a lot of smoke at the end, which was kind of weird, but we're good.
They asked me to help out, so I was like, it was very crazy, but it was okay. When all the flight attendants helped, and it was scary when we landed because there was a lot of smoke and it was like a rough landing, but it was okay.
It was interesting, but I mean, yeah, it was traumatizing too, but yeah, it was kind of scary when we got the news because we were just flying around in circles, and then he gives us the news that he says that we have a problem with the flight and the front the landing gear and the nose wouldn't deploy, it wouldn't come out, so we had to crash land, sort of.
It was pretty scary, but they landed really smoothly, so that was great, and we were kind of a little perturbed that we had to stay on the plane for about an hour. Got really hot, and some kids were getting pretty sick. But otherwise, it wasn't that bad. We're just glad to be safe.
We weren't told anything initially. We were wondering why we were circling. And then the pilot came on board and told on the intercom and told us that there was a problem with the landing gear, and that they were going to take a drive by the tower to see if they could see the landing gear. They suspected that the landing gear was coming down but not locking. So after they did that drive-by, it was indeed locked. So they told us that we would be riding around for another 25 minutes to get the fuel down and to dump fuel.
Now to positive news regarding the national flag carrier. The Minister of Public Works with responsibility for Bahamas Air, the Honorable Philip Davis, said the airline is making good steps toward profitability. He noted that the airline's maintenance hangar is undergoing comprehensive refurbishment and will be able to accommodate its turboprop aircraft during hurricanes, preventing the need to evacuate the entire fleet. Those comments noted as the minister made his mid-year presentation on the national airline. Also, the government seeking to expand the use of closed-circuit television in the fight against crime. National Security Minister Dr. Bernard Nottage is boasting of how well the closed-circuit or CCTV program is working. Currently, 243 cameras are in use, providing coverage of the downtown area. However, Dr. Nottage disclosed plans to expand the program. In his contribution to the midterm budget, he noted that his ministry is reviewing options to upgrade the system to more than 300 cameras at a cost of $10.8 million in the 2016-2017 fiscal year. For now, the minister says he is pleased with what the current system provides.
We now have up and running very well the CCTV system, which is located mainly in the downtown areas of New Providence and in some of the hotspot areas. The Minister of Finance is making available to us the funding to significantly expand the CCTV system throughout the island of New Providence. And we expect that to have a significant impact both on crime prevention and crime detection.
The National Security Minister also disclosed how many persons are being electronically monitored and the upgrades to the current communications networks.
65 offenders being electronically monitored for a variety of offenses. And we are now in the process of finalizing our review of requests for proposals to forge the way forward within the electronic monitoring program. As a result, we've begun a comprehensive expansion and upgrade of the current communication system that is known as the National Astra 25 Digital Trunked 800 megahertz radio communication system at a cost of $6 million, which will be expanded over a period of 4 years. The National Radio Communications Network allows for all public service entities to work together on a common platform.
If you know of a crime, please call Crime Stoppers at 328-8477, toll free 242-300-8477. You can also check them out on www.crimestoppersbahamas.com. Let's stop the crime before it's your time.
And still to come, we'll show you how a family island resort is hoping to bounce back from the impact of a major hurricane. That story and more when the Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition, continues.